Good morning, grade 6s. This morning we are going to do social sciences for grade 6E, geography, term 2. This is revision that we're going to do on the work that we have completed for term 2. So we're going to do a bit of a revision on it. We're going to do unit 1, which is why people trade, and unit 2, what people trade. I am Rosie Miller and I represent VTA School in Vanderbijl Park. Unit 1. Why people trade. Trade as the exchange of goods. Trade means when we want to get things that we need, to exchange goods or work. To barter is to exchange goods without using money. So when you barter, you're not using money, you're swapping type of thing. So you're going to give something else in exchange for it instead of using money. That is what we call barter. So trade is when we want to get things that we need and we exchange goods or work. To barter is not to buy goods with money, but to exchange goods. Trade as buying and selling goods for money. Today people use money to trade and decide on an amount of what something is worth. So in today's times, we use money to trade or to buy things, and we discuss prices and we come to a final price together. Export and imports between South Africa and the world. South Africa buys goods from other countries. So when we buy from other countries, it means we import. It's coming in to South Africa. So imports means when we buy from other countries. Exports is when we sell to other countries. We are sending things to other countries, so we exporting it out. Natural resources are minerals found in rocks, such as gold, diamonds, and iron. So a natural resource is a mineral that is found in a rock, such as gold, diamonds, and iron. South Africa imports goods such as oil, electrical goods, factory machines, and medicines. South Africa exports goods such as iron, gold, tourism, fruit, and car parts. So you make a picture for yourself, or you get a piece of paper and you can ask yourself these questions. What we import and what we send to other countries. So what comes in is like oil, electrical goods, factory machines, and medicines. So you make yourself a little table. One side you put imports, one side you put exports. By imports, you're going to write oil, electrical goods, factory machines, and medicines. On the other column, you're going to put exports such as iron, gold, tourism, fruit, and car parts. Here's a map showing the imports and the exports of South Africa. The red is exports, the blue is imports. So South Africa exports iron, gold, tourism, fruit, and car parts. We import from other countries oil, electrical goods, factory machines, and medicines. That picture is a good example of exports and imports, and you can memorize it and look what goes out of South Africa and what comes import. So exports is to go out, imports is what other countries sell to us. Here we're going to do an activity. Here's a few questions I'm going to ask you on the work that I've just shown you on the previous slides. Activity 3.1. Get a piece of paper and see if you can answer these questions by yourself. Why do people trade, and what is trade? Question 2. What is another word for barter? Question 3. Explain what the following terms mean. Imports and exports. Question 4. Name 2 resources that South Africa exports and imports. Go to your map and see the examples that ma'am gave you there. Here's a map showing again the different imports and exports. As you can see, the exports is again in red, the imports is the blue. Just to give you an idea who South Africa imports and exports: North America, Europe, Asia, Africa. That's the countries that we export and import with. This next activity is activity 3.2, and it's on the map, the previous map that we just discussed. Question 1. Name 3 mineral resources that South Africa exports. Question 2. Why does South Africa need to import oil? Question 3. Name 2 of the countries South Africa trades with. And question 4. Which country does South Africa trade with the most? Go look at your map. It will give you an idea, and see if you can answer these questions by yourself. And memorize it, and this is how you'll also learn how to study for school. Right, our next unit is Unit 2. What people trade? Goods. People trade 2 main types of goods: raw materials and manufactured goods. Raw materials is primary products. So another word for raw materials is primary products. Things we get from nature, as wood, coal and minerals. Remember, raw materials is not used, it hasn't been changed. So try and think it's raw. So make a picture in your mind and think of raw materials. It's a primary product, which is wood, coal and minerals. It has not been changed. Raw means goods have not been changed. So they are primary products, which means first. Primary stands for first. Manufactured goods. They are known as secondary products. Manufacture means to make, and goods are made in factories. So manufacture is when they make things. Another word for manufacture is secondary products. So secondary products is things like DVDs, cars, furniture and phones. These are all made things. They are manufactured things. That they fall under the secondary products. Skills and services. Skills are things people can do. Different jobs, different required skills. For example, a carpenter is a woodworking skill. A musician, musical skills. Services like doctors, teachers, bus drivers and cleaners. So you make yourself columns and you write under each heading what each is, and you memorize it and you try and remember each and every one for you to be able to study and remember your work. Here's a few questions on the previous work that we've just done. Activity 4. Name the 2 raw materials South Africa exports. Question 2. Suggest the use of these raw materials. Question 3. What does the word skills mean? Question 4. Give an example of 3 services and what does it mean? Everything's on the slides. Just go back, memorize it and see if you can answer the questions on a scrap piece of paper. And that is it. Here's our links: YouTube, Facebook, our school website, telephone numbers where you can contact us, email address, and remember, we also load work on the D6 communicator. Keep your distance, be safe, study hard, and we'll speak again. God bless.